And so I'm trying to find a balance between staying consistent in what it is that I want to do and what it is that I want to put out, and knowing that my people will find me for what it is that I'm offering.
So sometimes it does get a little discouraging of being like, all right now.
Yes.
I'm doing it. And nothing is coming of it. If it's a big traumatic thing that you're going after in your life, or is it your job or whatever, you have to just continue to do what's for you.
Yeah.
And do it in a way, like you said earlier with the podcast, we're just authentically being ourselves. You ready?
I'm ready. She ready.
And we back. And we back. And we back. And we back. And we back.
Listen, if y'all drop beats, go ahead and send us a beat, because at this point
we need to make a compilation of the and we're backs.
Yes.
Moments.
Because at this point, the girl got the beat, acoustics. Acapella.
Welcome back to the You're Done podcast. Woo. It's your girl, Big Desto, not the little one.
And be more, never less.
We're back. Season 3, we in action. We got the ball rolling again.
Yes.
We're back with another episode of the You're Done podcast. And Brittany has come up with this topic.
Yes. Because, as y'all know, since the first episode of this season, listen, this is just a season of tiredness and the season of I want to, but I don't want to.
Right.
And I was actually asked a question, which is, what are you going to get done this week? And it seemed like such a simple question, right? But then you sit and you're like, yeah, I'm getting all these things done. And then the week goes and then you go, I got the
first 3.
Right? Well, not even that. You got the things done that needed to be done. Like, I got my kids on the bus. I got my kids' daycare, comb their hair. I made sure they had a well-balanced breakfast. Everybody washed their butts. Like, you make sure.
We're alive.
Look, yeah, everybody's alive. I did those things, but then you talk about, like we were talking about at the beginning of the season, being an entrepreneur, putting out content, making sure I do my workouts, making sure I do all the things outside of what's supposed to be done. And it's always hard because it's like, well, why didn't I do that? And then we sit, and I can tell you every excuse. I was tired. My kid had this game this weekend. This went on. And then at the end of the day, the bottom line is y'all almost didn't even know we was coming back with season.
Right.
Because I had none of the content. And so I was talking to my sister about it because I just was like, what is it that you think holds us back from just doing the things that we know would ultimately bring us joy and get us to the point in whatever it is that we want to do? But then for whatever reasons, you just decide, I can do
tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And then here comes tomorrow, and you're like,
let's wait till Monday. Because you always do things on Monday.
Right. So when you first initially brought up the topic, you said, all she said was, what's holding you back?
Yeah.
And like what you may have thought of were just your day-to-day duties or whatever you want to call them. For me, I instantly thought of like life-changing experiences, like having a kid. I ain't did that. I was talking to mama, and I was like, this was literally yesterday, about when am I going to have a kid? Like, I'm about to be 30, and not that it's like, oh, I'm about to be 30, I need to hurry up and do it, but it's just like, I feel like if I would have had them younger, and this is just my personal opinion, if I would have had them younger, me thinking about having a kid, like if I wanted to have another one, wouldn't really matter. But since I did wait, I gave myself that time, and I've enjoyed my 30 years of no kids. I have. But it's like, okay, so when is the time to do it? Because, I mean, life has been good. Yes, I want a kid, but it's just like,
but I've been good without one too.
I know, but it's like, okay, so when am I going to do it, though? I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's not like like I have an idea, but then even with that idea, like what she said, what's holding you back? Like what's stopping me from going to do it right now?
Oh.
I mean, I'm crying. But you get what I'm saying.
If I wasn't ready, I know y'all weren't ready. Corey, prepared.
I'm just saying. So like, so to answer the question, what's holding you back? Sometimes I feel like even if it's not life-changing things like having a kid or whatever the case may be, I feel like what holds me back from doing certain things in my life is simply the fact of, I hate when this happens.
Y'all about to get all the tea today.
No, I forgot.
Bro.
I forgot.
No,
and that's bad.
No tea.
Bro.
This why she
I know what it is, but it literally
before she forget the
child. Oh, I got it. It's waiting on the right moment to do it.
This kid been that dang on whistle on him because
I know.
At this point,
where the kid at? I lost the kid. I went to the store with the kid, and it's been 30 years without it. I forgot. That's why I ain't gonna forget my kid.
Oh boy, on the milk aisle.
I'm crying in the refrigerator with the eggs. No, I didn't. I'm not gonna forget my kid.
No,
but that is crazy because I was just yapping, and then my mind just said it just went off like the camera did on the last episode. That's sad, but no, I remember it's waiting for the perfect moment for to do something. Yeah, I feel like that's my battle.
And I feel like mine is like I know what I want the end game to look like, and then I assume like that won't ever, like I won't ever really achieve that end game. Mm-hmm. So it's like, why am I putting in so much effort and so much work to not really feel like I'm gonna reap the benefits?
So you've already said that you were gonna fail before even trying.
Yeah. Well, the crazy thing is that don't get me wrong, I go on these big periods of like I remember everybody was like, oh my God, you just been putting content out, which was crazy because I was like 6-7 days for about a month straight. I was putting out content content was scheduled, ready to go. Mm-hmm. Like what y'all want to do? Go through everything in my phone. And so I was ready. And then at some point I just was like,
enough of that.
Okay, we're not converting into anything. Nothing's happening. This is very overwhelming to get content out. No one is giving me any likes. And then the crazy thing is that you go off the grid. And then everybody be like,
where you been? No, where were you when I was there? So is it the feeling of the instant gratification thing that makes you feel like you're not reaping the benefits of the hard work that you're putting out? If you're not reaping what you sow instantly.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even say instantly. I think sometimes, if somebody comes to me right now and go, I see what you've been doing. I would love to train with you, right? Mm-hmm. And now I'm about to release stronger, which is great. That's really, really great. And then everybody go dead silence. So I'm giving you what you're asking for, but then you are nowhere to be found when stuff comes out. And so to me, I'm just like, don't talk to me just to talk to me. Don't, hype me up just to hype me up. Like, if you're going to support. And I get, everybody funds ain't funding, when I decide I want to drop something. And that is understandable. But at the same time, I feel like for everyone who's just, seems like they're in my corner with the rah-rah, to go silent, it just makes me feel like, it's like one of those things when it's like, if your own family members do that, why would you trust a stranger? Mm-hmm. But then they also tell you, in this world, most of the time, the strangers are the ones that support you more than, you know. And so I'm trying to find a balance between staying consistent in what it is that I want to do and what it is that I want to put out, and knowing that my people will find me for what it is that I'm offering, because I'm not doing anything for $20. I'm not a high school student out here trying to be an Instagram influencer.
Who are you, the Tooth Fairy?
Right.
$20. What the rest that?
I have certifications. I've been doing, this has been my job.
I wish the Tooth Fairy was giving me $20. The most I got was $5. Shout out to my mama. That's who the Tooth Fairy was, y'all. Anyway,
she ain't have it. It's okay. She got it now, though.
Right. So with the whole what's holding you back thing, though. So
it could personally be more of me and what I'm assuming people are already going to think
based off what has already happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm
so I think, because my next question was going to be, I feel like you get more so with the instant gratification thing, I feel like for the be more fit side of things is instantly something that like that's your way of making money. So your thing is, if I'm doing all this work, like that's like me going to work and they not paying me, and so I get it. But because for the podcast, I mean, we're not monetized or anything like that. Like at this point, we're just doing it because this is what we said we was gonna do. We enjoy it. We're just doing it, right? So we know, I guess it's almost like we know that we're not going to reap anything from, like, we're going to post this video. Okay, let me not say that because the Lord will.
Yeah, I guess you're saying it's flipped.
Yeah, but so we're just like, this is what we just enjoy doing right now. Yeah. And obviously the goal is to get there. But I feel like for the be more fit side of things, you're like, I'm doing this with the intent of getting something in return. Yeah. Like, whereas we're just doing this, is like, we're just kind of doing, this is what we wanted to do. So maybe, because I was going to say with this, I had to look at it as don't focus on the numbers and just being like, this is fulfilling me in other ways and focus on those things. Whereas when it's something like you're literally working towards something, right? And you're not getting it. And especially if you've been doing it for as long as you've been doing it. So sometimes it does get a little discouraging of being like, all right now.
Yes.
I'm doing it. Frustrating. And nothing is coming of it. Did that make sense?
It does make sense, but I will say this on the backside too. And again, this is just all me. And for those who do support me, those who have said they was gonna do something but didn't, but then came back and did something else. If this ain't for you, I'm not talking about you.
But if the shoe fits.
Listen. And I'm not mad at everyone, because like I said, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. There's fitness influencers that I see and I'm like, you're not my cup of tea. I can't follow you because I don't agree with that. And if someone does, if that's your workout style, that's fine. That's why there's multiples out there for you to find out what it is that you like. And that goes for anything that's, that's going on. But sometimes it's like, I'm a fitness I guess I could say influencer. I'm a fitness coach, right? And so I put out my workouts and it'd be like 3 likes. But I went and got some goddamn coffee. Right. And y'all just was flabbergasted.
Ate it up.
That I could not. First off, I don't care what none of y'all say. The sizes is wrong. I need to talk to the person who came up with these names because they wrong.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
But that went crazy. And everybody was like all excited about this coffee. And I'm like, I don't even.
That's because y'all big back.
And so sometimes I get in my head about like, am I doing things for Be More Fit, as in Brittany as the fitness trainer and then as the person, or am I doing what it is? Because they're like, oh, but if you want the followers, you have to do what the followers want.
Yeah, but you're following me for the wrong reasons.
But I'm not buying. I'm
not a coffee influencer, right? The coffee wasn't even for me. So yeah,
I get frustrated with that because I feel like with the podcast, I feel like it's different because, not saying we don't care what y'all want to hear about, but we've also had multiple conversations with no input from anybody else, and y'all have enjoyed it, and that's great. And I think we'll continue to do that. I think we also we have received some feedback, and then we've, moved forward on those things too. Yeah. But with fitness, it's just like the squat is the squat. Yeah. And you either gonna hit the post and want to work with me based on the squat, or you're not. Yeah. And then the coffee comes out, and then we like, well, here we are. Yeah. But I think I just get in my own head sometimes, and I think my sense of humor can be interesting. Wow. And, well, because I feel like there's things that I would say to you, like, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. Y'all would be out here, like, to me, I feel like if I got on a video and I posted it, I'm like, I could probably offend somebody. And I never want to do that. But I'm also just like, that's who I am, though. Yeah. Because if I say, hey, personal training is $200 for you to come to class. Oh, my gosh, $200? That's a lot. But this lace front. Right. That's looking
and it still ain't late.
You went out and got that. But but then you want to come back year after year, new year, new me. No, same you, same lace front. Yeah. But you keep putting the same money on, but you don't want to invest in your, like, what you want me to lower my price for something you ain't even wanting to do.
I think, But then with that, like you said, you want me to lower my price for you. Like, I'm not doing that. So that comes with the whole, I don't know if this is not another entrepreneurship podcast, but I feel like it goes with sticking to who you are.
Yeah.
And that's why I was going to say, don't allow so it's not, I don't even think it's you that's holding you back. It's the fear of people not feeling you for who, like, or receiving your what's it called, content for who you are. But instead of looking at it as, what do I need to do to appease these people? Because then you're attracting the wrong audience. So I feel like the main part for you is not allowing other people to hold you back. Because obviously those people are not for you. Yes, it's harder because this is, I need my money and I need it now. Well, hello, JG Whitworth. I need it. My money and I need it now. So I just feel like you have to, with anything, regardless of if it's a big traumatic thing that you're going after in your life, or is it your job or whatever, you have to just continue to do what's for you. And do it in a way, like you said earlier with the podcast, we're just authentically being ourselves. Okay, so if the person... Okay, so let's do this. TikTok, you can get on there, baby, we're not aesthetically pleased. I'm talking about where I don't post on there, but it's not aesthetically pleasing over there. You get on there looking any kind of way, say what you want to say. But my thing is, and here, controversy is good. So get on there and talk about that girl with lace front. It's not like you said her somebody specifically.
And I don't know anybody with the lace front.
Right, and it's not to judge nobody. Yeah. But my thing is, if the shoe fit, wear it. I posted it. This is my page. You came over here. Say what you want to say, and don't let nobody else feel like, oh, this is how I feel, so she should not say that. Baby, you can go to the page where they're saying what you want to hear.
Right. And let me say this, too. Even though this episode was not supposed to be all about me.
But still.
But it's just one of those things where I don't do everything for the dollar. Because I've definitely given discounts, understanding what people are. I allow people to pay bi-weekly, things like that. And I'm not here to bully you into fitness. Yeah. This is for anyone that comes and says, these are the things that they need. And that I'm doing everything in my power to provide that resource to you. And it's not even saying in my power. Like, I have an app. I have the education. I'm listening to you. I'm letting you know if I can't. I don't lie to anybody. If I know you got bad knees, sciatica, bad GI tract, okay, well, you got a lot. Wait a minute. We may not be able to target all this. And first off, you need to go talk to your doctor before you come see me. Right. So I feel like there's a lot that goes into it. And this is more so for the people that come to me knowing that they want the lifestyle change. Then I give them everything, and then they're like, no. But then you get somebody who's like, wear the waist trainer, go run, drink the smoothie, only eat 1 meal a day, and they run over there, and I'm like, yeah. But maybe, like you say, instant gratification, because I'm not. You're gonna have to put the work in, baby. And I'm not here to do that. And I feel like, because if I wasn't a trainer, I look at what I put out as if I'm going to give you everything that I wish somebody would give me if I was you. If I didn't have the expertise that I have and I was looking for a trainer to train me, I want everything that I'm giving. Yeah. So I wouldn't even put a price on something if I'm like, I wouldn't even pay you that much. You don't even know what the heck you talking about. Right. You're not even giving me an app. You're not, like you giving me paper or you texting me stuff, I feel like, okay, well, yeah, I should be sending you $20. Yeah. At this point, TikTok and Instagram can definitely give me what you giving me. Yeah. But I feel like I give out so much, and then people want it for the low. But again,
okay, put it out again.
Yeah.
And you gonna keep putting it out. So what's holding you? So from today, I know it ain't the end of the episode, but she done with that. Yeah. She's gonna be posting it. You cannot allow, and I'm not just talking to Brittany, okay? Yeah. Me too. But you cannot allow other people to set this expectation for you. Yeah. Excuse you. But even with my job, this is, okay, we just speaking on our real life experiences or whatever. My job, they'll see another teacher doing X, Y, and Z. Oh, why aren't you doing it like her? Well, because I'm in room 127, and on the outside of that door, it say Miss McCoy, and when you go to her door, it say something else, right? Yeah. I'm not her, she not me. Why would I'm not understanding. Why would you expect me to do it like her? I'm not her. When you come in this room, what you see is what you're going to get. I'm not understanding.
And
I'm teaching a lesson. Right. Look at the data before you come telling me what I'm doing wrong. So my thing is, it's not about, and like, even though that's my, like, yours is different. You can keep doing what you're doing and show up every day. I, to a certain extent, got to do what these people say. But at the same time, I don't let nobody else try to make me alter who I am as an educator, because I'm doing my job. The kids are learning.
Yes.
Whether you feel like I'm doing it in the light that you want me to do it in.
Yeah.
Unless they just in here dumb and not gaining anything from me, I'm going to need you to go over there if that's what you want to see.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing what you're telling me to do. I might just put a little Miss McCoy, Mrs. Holmes twist on it.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's what it's about. Why we're not robots. We're not meant to do what the next person is doing. What would be the point in me putting out content that look just like hers? Because as soon as you start doing that, that's a problem. So again,
true.
Do it the Be More Fit way. They got something to say. As long as they put it in the comments, great. Thank you for your engagement. So, you ain't gotta like it, babe.
That's true.
It wasn't for you.
Which is interesting because this is usually not in my personality to be that way either. Not on everyday, like me as a person, like scratch being a business owner. Like me as a person. Mm-hmm. You don't like me? Bet.
So?
I already told y'all.
Sounds like a personal problem to me.
I'm opening myself back up to making friends. But my close friends, we already done. That circle, it's filled.
360.
Yeah, done. Okay? I ain't even busting a 180 on y'all. So, so for me, I'm very content with that. And that doesn't bother me. But for whatever reason, when you talk about being a business owner, and maybe it's because you always are like, don't offend anybody. You know, you don't want to be blackballed. You don't want to feel like you're out here being a bully. You don't want to do this and you don't want to do that. And I think sometimes maybe that is also why I get into these funks of like, why am I working my butt off so hard? Y'all see 30 seconds, but when I tell y'all, them little 30-second clips
take hours.
Oh my gosh. Take so much time. And don't let it be my kid was in the background. Now I gotta mute them.
Right.
Maybe it's what I'm saying before I exit this clip gonna make sense still to you if I take it out. You know, so it's so much that go into it. And I think sometimes when you go from typically, not all the time, because I know some people work their butts off at these jobs and they still paying y'all nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I've been
teachers.
Been there. Yes. Yes. Been there, done that. And I just kind of feel like I'm working so hard and nothing, like you said, it's turn around. And then, it is different from the podcast. And I become my own worst enemy. Mm-hmm. But then it's funny because we have conversations like this, or I talk to my friends and they're like, put that out. Say what you just said.
Just right? Like that. And verbatim.
Like, I can't say that.
Say it. It ain't my fault her lady's front look like that.
Because I know people would probably be like, she don't talk to. I guarantee you, I have 3 clients right now, and all 3 of them be like, I want to write inside of the app. Because inside of the app, there's like a community forum where you in there. So you can text or you can send a message and everybody sees it. Mm-hmm. And they're like, I want to write in there so bad, but I don't know if they're going to catch, funny that I'm about to say this, catch my humor, or if they're going to think you're a bad trainer. Because I have one client, if I say she got a tricep extension, it's an immediate, I hate you today. And I'd be like, dang, already? We only on second exercise. Bro, that was harsh. And we laughed, but then she's the same one that when she went out of town and some other stuff was going on, she was like, dang, like I missed you. Like, what? Like, tell me when we, like, let's try and make up a session. And she showed up for like one time out of the week that she could. And she was like, I really needed that. Yeah. You know? And so I was just like, if I got all my clients together, it would be very interesting because they would be ganging up on me. Mm-hmm. Real talk. One of my clients, she don't cuss. She literally grunts at me. She's like, oh, and I'd be like, did you say the MF right?
Right. Did you just call me a B-word?
Right. Say it with your chest at this point. So it's so funny and it's so much fun because the things that I think I'm so afraid to put out to the internet is exactly what I do with my clients. We
and
have
do
these
that.
conversations.
Because those are clients that you need to reach. So maybe what's holding her back is her not fully authentically being herself. So as soon as you fully allow yourself to be who you are, you will attract the people you're meant to attract. Forget them other people.
You're right. Okay.
So what's holding, let's go back to the question. What's holding you back? You.
Yeah, me. Me in this false narrative that I can't be great. Which is
right.
Sometimes not like a false narrative, because
if you don't even believe in yourself, how you gonna expect somebody?
Well, the crazy, it's not even that, but it's when I pray about it, why do I believe that God won't see me through it? You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes me more mad. Not so much the people. Like you said, clients come and go. Now, I got some day ones for sure. But clients do come and go. But I think I get down on myself, especially I think it's been at least one full week that I haven't posted on Be More Fit. Like, I don't even think I've done a story, to be quite honest with y'all. And to me, it's not so much that I'm letting myself down, but now I'm like, you pray to God for this. He's opened up the opportunity for you to do this full time, and here you are letting a week go by. So I almost feel like I can't cuss and say in Lord's face, but y'all know.
Please don't.
You know what I mean,
right? So this girl, the Lord said, "Faith without work is dead." She got one or the other. It's never both. She do the work and then she don't believe, or she got the faith and not doing the work.
Once I bring them together,
go hand in hand.
But once I bring them together, y'all better watch out.
This girl got peanut butter no jelly.
The girl gonna be lethal, and I just had a peanut butter
jelly. I'm gonna need you to have both of them. Okay, so yes. So Brittany, your done moment for this week's episode is, and whoever needs this, stop allowing other people to hold you back, and stop. If you don't believe in yourself, obviously that's a bad recipe. I mean, that's a bad.
No, you're right. That is a bad recipe. Because
I was going somewhere with that, but you know my brain be shutting off, y'all. But you get it.
She gotta be done with doing that.
Yeah. So for me, it would be y'all know what I said earlier. Waiting for the right moment.
Yeah.
So sometimes I can't do it right now, and I guess they kind of go hand in hand of, I can't do it right now because if I do it now, this and this and this and this and that gonna be affected. But it's just like, bro, it's gonna affect something regardless.
That's true.
So I mean, obviously, don't just be out here doing stuff willy nilly. Like if you broke, baby, don't go have that baby.
Right.
So yeah,
need the Bentley.
Right, come on now. Exactly.
Your credit card say no.
Exactly. So it's just like, obviously do it with intentions, but I just feel like when I'm waiting for the right moment, who's to say when that is?
Yeah.
So that's what's holding me back. And I'm not saying, did I just put my business out?
I mean, listen.
I'm not trying for a baby like right now.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it's conversations that obviously me and my husband have. Like, duh. So
most
it's just,
do.
Yeah. So it's just thinking about like what that really looks like for me. Because I've been 30 years strong.
Yeah.
No kids. The only kids I got, I see them Monday through Friday, and their mama pick them up at 3.
And that's tough, because I can't relate to that, clearly, because I didn't have mine.
Right.
But I think it goes back, and this is crazy, because I feel like it goes back to that one episode we had with Bree when we were talking about age.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's just like, who said, that would be the perfect time? Because I guarantee you, whenever you had a baby, you're going to go, dang, this was perfect for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I used to feel like my kids' age was so, because we always said, like, me and Destiny are 6 years apart, and we always felt like that was too far for us to be close, but yet here we are.
Right.
Talking to y'all, and it's like we couldn't be any closer than what we are. Mm-hmm. But I felt like when I had kids, I was like, I want them really close. Mm-hmm. But now that I have them at the age that I've had them, I'm also just like, Brielle can bathe herself. She can put herself to bed. She picks out her own clothes. For the most part, my kid is self-sufficient. Mm-hmm. I really just got to worry about Breland. But then I'm like, if I would have had y'all close, I would have been doing double trouble. Mm-hmm. But I don't have the mental capacity to do.
Like, girl, put that on.
Right.
Please put it on.
Both of y'all,
why is your shirt on backwards?
What?
Right.
No, ma'am. We're not doing that. So as much as it was in my head about like, oh my God, and technically they're not.
Stop saying, oh my God.
Oh my gosh, I'm working on it. They're 5 years apart, but I feel like which is close to being 6, but they're literally. Brielle turned 5, and then 2 weeks later I had Breland.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel, but when I look at it now, then I still was like, dang, I waited a long time. I could have been had this second kid. But now when I look at like how Brie and our lives have evolved and how things have changed and all the things we've gone through, I'm like, there couldn't have been a better time to have Breland than when I had her. Mm-hmm. And it was perfect because, I mean, I am not condoning no parts of COVID. But baby, I was at home with her, still getting paid.
I'm crying. Won't he do it?
It was great.
So I'm trying to think of something that's not even like so life-changing as having a kid that I can apply the what's holding me back question to. Because obviously there's still probably things that I'm dealing with in my regular life without having a kid now. Like, it's like, but I can't think of what's holding me back. But remember when you brought up the topic, I was like, I feel like the old Destiny will be able to answer this more.
Yeah.
I feel like the old me, what was holding me back was people pleasing. Not wanting to be the one that was like if I change, then obviously people might think that I feel like I'm better than them. I didn't want. I was really trying to avoid what other people may have thought of me. Like kind of along the same lines of what we said about you, but it was more so of wanting me dimming myself to, not ruffle nobody's feathers.
Yeah.
So I felt like sometimes I would just go along with what was going on, just because, and that's crazy to say, but that's just what it was. Like, I feel like I didn't allow myself to fully be who I was for the sake of other people.
Well, do you feel like, well, I guess that's kind of what you just said about, I feel like sometimes you are who you are, because I think some people are like, oh, so you were being fake. I don't think you were being fake.
Yeah, no.
I just think there was more for you to probably have said during certain situations or stuff you wouldn't have wanted to go do. Not saying you was out here doing anything crazy, but it's just like if you didn't want to go out that one night, you was just like, well, if I don't go, you start coming up with all these scenarios.
Yeah.
So I think we all have this. Well, I know I do, but if you do, hey, we're sisters. We start playing scenarios in our head of what can happen. Like someone asks you a question. And then from that question, you start thinking, when I had this conversation with them, they're going to say this because it's usually what they say. I'm going to say this back because that's usually, I would say this, but then I don't want to piss them off because the last time I said something like this, they said I was being insensitive. And, and so next thing you know, you have spoken for yourself and this person, and then you have the end result already done. So you end up doing something that you may not have wanted to do just because you're trying to avoid the scenario you've created. Yeah. Which goes back to like what I was saying about me. I stopped posting because I'm like, well, what's the point? Ain't nobody coming for you, girl. So I've created this scenario that this is as good as it's going to get. And I have to learn how to be content with this and not tell myself that I'm bad. Just be like, okay, well, if this is all you're going to get, this is as good as your life is going to get, let's be happy with it. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of a sad way to look at it too, because it's just like, God wants to give you great things. So why are you settling for this just because this is where you are in this season? So what was holding me back was, or you too, is complacency. Sometimes it's just like, okay, like you said, this is just what it is. This is good enough, I guess. I might as well just get used to this. Yeah. So I feel like that was part of it for me back then, of just being like, I mean, it was almost, it was broke, but you know the saying, why, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of thing. It's like, it's not the worst thing in the world, that's how I was looking at it. It could be worse. It could be worse, but it could be better. Like, why not entertain that thought instead? So I feel like I for a lot of the times in my life have done that to myself. Yeah. So in a nutshell, we are always our own enemy. We're holding ourselves back. Much. And and obviously it's easier said than done. But believing in yourself is a big part of it. Of just being like, I am greater than the things that
the people on the internet are saying or not saying. You know, okay, they not watching, but so. You know, I mean, not so, because obviously we're doing it for a reason. But, but it's just like the people that are meant for you will be attracted to your content. And I just feel like, for me, it just, I don't know. Right now, it's easier for me to say it because I don't care what nobody thinks. Yeah. I'm going to do, and that mean I say I just don't care what nobody thinks, but
there's not,
like 99% of me don't care.
Like, I'm not going to lose sleep. I used to lose sleep over like, oh my gosh, or like overthinking and feel like we gotta go have this, like, let me go get coffee with you so we can click. And now I'm like, okay, it's Tuesday.
Right. I was like, I care just as much as the next person. I used to overextend myself. Yeah. And now it's just like, I don't want to be that type of person. So I've allowed myself to be who I am. I've allowed myself to just show up however destiny is able to show up that day. And I feel like once I got out of my own way, I was able to just, like, things just start happening for me. And obviously, I have my days where I'm not the best version of myself, and I'll be like, dang it, Destiny, you did it again. You said you was going to start doing that. And it gets harder sometimes, but we also have to remember, most times when you're asking God for certain things in your life, and not even most times, all the time. So it's like you're asking God, I want more followers, I want this, I want that, but also having to remember, if I'm not doing what He called me to do with the little, why would He give you the millions of followers? Why would He, you know? Yeah. So it's like being consistent and being faithful in your season of little, so that we are able to get to the bigger picture. So getting out of your own way of saying, oh, I'm not worthy of the greater things. They're doing it over there, but so who cares what they're doing next door? Right. Because if their lights went off and yours was on during a hurricane, you wouldn't be looking next door. So my thing is water your own grass, I guess. Because whatever is for you is meant for you. But so even right now, you're feeling like you're not being, like your cup isn't being poured into as much as you would like. Yeah. Okay, you're able to post it. That's a blessing. Yeah. You have followers. At one point, remember, you was like, I just want to get to 1,000. You surpassed that. Yeah. So also just remembering where you came from. Yeah. Like you could have still been working on that goal. Yeah. And sometimes I find it with myself, like even with, I had to go take another test for my certification. Now that I've taken that test, I'm like, I did all. So it's like, oh, I was so happy when that happened. Literally the next day, I did all that to finally get this certification, and I'm moving to a whole nother state. So I'm already not even allowing myself to be happy with what I already have. Yeah. That was once one thing I prayed for. Yeah. So it's like, you know, like just sometimes you get in your, like, we so focused on what's the next thing. I want to be great. I want to be greater. Yeah. But it's just like, you don't even realize that what you have right now
is all that you need in this season right now.
So instead of just thinking of things like, why it ain't more yet? It actually is, because just a few months ago you was praying for that. Right. I was working and doing this. So
I've literally been doing this for how many months now?
Almost a year.
Almost a year now.
Yeah. Crazy. Like 9 months. Yeah. So just to think that He's carried you for these 9 months of not, you quit your job and was like, all faith. Yeah. So now that you did that all faith, you had the faith, keep posting the work. So it's just getting out of your own way of just allowing things to play out how they're supposed to play out. Yeah. Because, baby, if I could have it all, that would be great. But who's to say you could have it all and ruin it? Because you don't know how to maintain it. And that was a word. Yeah. Not just for your mother. Your mama and your daddy, your sister and them too.
And your brother.
Okay. This girl.
I'm never gonna let that song go.
So yes, I think in a nutshell, what's holding you back could simply just be yourself most of the time. Yeah. And it don't have to just be like you're not doing the work. You can simply just not believe that you could do it. It could be anything. Or in feeling like, if I don't want to outshine other people. Baby, I promise you, if somebody else had the opportunity to step on your neck, baby, they're going to do it. And I'm not saying when you get all these great things, think you're better than the next person. Yeah. But, hey, I worked hard for this. Yeah, you see it.
Yeah.
God's favorite.
He don't play about
exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point. So interesting. I didn't really know where this was gonna go. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but this is real good because even in talking, like I always say, somebody says something or something goes on now, and then you go, "Oh yeah, I remember." Which was y'all. Everybody loves what's the name of that song? Boots on the Ground.
Oh yeah,
the little fan.
With the fan. Yeah,
yeah. I don't know how to do that. I can't do Tamia. We're not even gonna talk about it. But I heard him say Breon's was listening to. I don't know. I think he was on the Breakfast Club. The guy whose song it actually is. He said that the song was actually released in 2024. Mm-hmm. Everybody has just caught on to it, and then it has become what it has become. But he said even then he didn't even think anything of it. It's just the style of music, and I think he's from South Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. But nonetheless, the style of music and everything he went into, it was just really cool. And so when you were talking, I heard this last week, but it just came back to me when you were saying, we all think post the content because you need the instant gratification now. But what if I post the content now
and it blow up later?
Right? And then it comes back because for whatever reasons, something circulates, it agrees with someone in that moment, and I could just be sitting here like sitting on my own gems because I'm afraid like it won't resonate with someone just because no one clicked on it then. But it doesn't mean that God won't put it in front of the right person
when it's time.
To be told to them to help them with something that they may be going through. So I agree with that. Yeah. So I'll be posting content starting tomorrow.
Make sure you go follow Be More.
Yes.
Be More Fit on Instagram.
So yeah. But I think that can be applied to a lot of things. I mean, we talked about Be More Fit being mine because I feel like that's where I get the most setback of blaming myself for something. With my kids, with my house, I'm pretty content. I'm like, I got a schedule. Like, put that up. My kids go to bed at 8. They need to start cleaning up at this time. Like, I'm pretty good with those things. But for whatever reason, when it comes to like my business and me putting my best self forward, I tend to, once I realize like, oh, I can't, then I pour, not that I'm pouring like extra into my family, like I leave them behind because I'm doing content. I don't ever do that. But I feel like I'll make them the excuse to why I haven't been able to do something. It's like, your kids still go to bed at 8. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about, girl? At this point, y'all know my kids go to bed at 8. Right. During the summer, they're going to bed at 8. And so I have to stop letting myself play a scenario that greater isn't on the other side of what I'm doing now. But what I'm in right now is also still great. Just enough. Yeah. And it's great. And we're here. And I love it. So yeah.
So keep doing you.
Well, thanks, good sis. And same to you. Whenever this baby comes, that's when the Lord gonna say that kid needs to be in this world. Right. Because, God makes no mistakes.
Exactly.
Okay?
Amen.
And whenever he need to pop out, that's when he gonna pop out. And she may be out here trying to say this baby need to come early, and he gonna be before his time. Right. It ain't gonna be out here time, but
the Lord wasn't ready for my child.
That part. But be ready, because me and my daughter was on watching TV, and they were saying, "Oh yeah, in 1999," and she went, 1999.
Oh, Bria,
I know
please.
You not. I know.
She gonna make it seem like that was so long ago.
Say 1900s if you want to.
Right. No, for real. Make me sound ancient.
That's crazy. And it's so funny that. Yeah, you can't put a timestamp on anything. And it's something we all laugh at because I know me and my friends was also talking about, like, what's the chant for these kids graduating? Like, Briella graduating with, like, 2032 or something crazy like that. And it's like, what you gonna say? 3, 2? Like, it sounds
Oh, yeah. I'm crying. No, for real. Losers.
What is that?
They'll come up with something. They'll be doing the whole TikTok dance. Right. There'll be something. But yeah, I think we already discussed what we was done with.
Yeah. So we done with that one ourselves.
But I was gonna say, these are my favorite type of episodes. Like last episode was like a entrepreneurial, like but I feel like these type of episodes are truly what makes the podcast. Yeah. I feel like this episode we left with something.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite.
Yeah. And I hope y'all did too.
Right. I hope y'all feel the same way.
Drop it in the comments.
If not, maybe next year somebody will like it and we're going to blow up.
Right. Put a brand deal. Right. This part was sponsored by.
We're just practicing. Don't mind us. But yeah, this was a good episode. And yes. I appreciate the conversations. And I feel like it's good to be able to open up and say what it is. Like, we just came with a topic of what's holding you back, which then led to something. And I feel like sometimes it becomes so personal with us too that we kind of, like, we start talking about her whole business. Right. But I really hope that within that conversation, people are able to take something away from it. Yeah. Obviously, we were talking about Brittany's fitness business, but I mean, I feel like that it was a word in there still for somebody to take out of it. So sometimes I'll be like, we just be up in here yapping about our lives, but like, hopefully y'all took something from that.
But our experiences could be something else. I always assume that what I'm experiencing is what I'm experiencing. Yeah. And then lo and behold, everybody be like, girl, same. And I'm like, shut up.
Right.
In a whole
So leave
area.
it in the comments.
Yes.
I ain't gonna beg though. I'm sick of y'all. But thank y'all for tuning in to the You're Done podcast. We're gonna see y'all at the same time next week. Peace. We did not take a picture on the last one.
I paused though.
Oh.
I don't know if you paused, but I tried to pause.
You don't have to be perfect, I guess. Okay. That's episode 2. We're only one episode off.
So that's good.
Kevin called me in the middle of that.
Put him on.
Let me see. This nigga, we talking about garages because the people called saying one was open. Corey missed the call. Now the garage is gone. He's about, I've always wanted a garage.